The whole thing is rigid enough to prevent the hook snagging the leader during casting, but supple enough to swim in a lifelike manner. And the fact that the hook articulates freely on the end of the fly adds to the security of its hold during a long fight with a big fish. Modern hair-wing flies don't require the huge selection of exotic ingredients that went into the salmon flies of former times. Many of the most effective ones consist, like the Gary Dog variant, of nothing more than a whipped silk body ribbed with tinsel with a bunch of hair tied in at the head. The reason they're so successful is thought to be due to the fact that each individual fibre of hair pulsates in the current of the river, giving a much livelier effect than a fly made entirely of feathers with interlocked fibres. The Gary Dog is almost certainly the first of the modern British hair-wing flies, though they have a longer pedigree in North America. It dates from about 1920. Chris is using bucktail, dyed yellow and orange, for his variant of the fly.
It's interesting the colours that are predominantly used in tying these tube flies.
Yes, I think really probably if you have orange, yellow, red and maybe a bit of black, which you have of course in the badger.
Yes.
I don't think you need to go much further than that.
Yes.
And maybe a bit of blue. But certainly I remember on the Slaney, the original badger tube fly was really, it was just a bit of badger like that. And it had a bit of blue cock hackle either side of it.
Yes.
And it was tied on about 1/4 inch of intravenous tubing.
Yes.
And it couldn't have been simpler.
I wonder, Chris, about the colours, the different colours relative to the water conditions.
Well, I certainly am a great believer in high water and dirty water of using yellow
Yes.
and yellow and maybe a bit of orange. But I think yellow on its own probably.
Yes.
In fact, if you go back to bait fishing, I mean, probably the best high water
The
bait is the
yellow
yellow
belly.
belly.
That's right.
And it appears to be a colour that they can see under conditions when they have difficulty seeing anything else.
Salmon flies, by and large, don't imitate anything in nature. This means that their evolving design is a matter of trial and error and inspired guesswork. But one thing that is certain is that most spring salmon lie on the bottom of the river and view a fly against the light. Translucency seems to be an important quality in a successful dressing. Held up to the light, a good fly should almost glow. And they're attractive things, even the simple modern dressings, particularly when you've tied them yourself. The Munster Blackwater is a bigger river than the Slaney. It rises in the Kerry Mountains and flows along the Cork-Waterford border before it meets the sea in Youghal, halfway along Ireland's south coast. It has magnificent salmon fishing from February to September, and the very cream of it is the Carysville Water, which is owned by Lord Harpington.
Gosh, that's wonderful, isn't it? Look at that.
Smashing day, smashing day. I think
It's not nearly as cold as yesterday.
No, I think we might.
Bobby Patton, an old friend of Chris's, has invited him down for a day's spring fishing. The fishing hut was originally designed as a cricket pavilion.
Oh, gosh. It's much colder down here than I thought.
Yes.
The house is not sheltered.
I'm going to put a fly rod up.
Okay.
We'll have to go up to to the...
Top that,
Yeah,
you
you could wrangle it in the corner.
Well, down at the very end of the top part of it, you could try it.
But a little bit along the wall.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Also,
Also,
got the fish the other day.
down at the end of the bank above.
Yes, yes.
Shall I go right down to the bottom, or shall I start at the gas station?
I would start at the gas line.
Yeah. And then how far would I go after
You
that?
can fish it on right the way down to the next fence.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Gerard the gilly shares his time between the anglers. But because Chris is new to the water, he gets the first turn, and the benefit of Gerard's intimate knowledge of where fish lie at Carysville. This is a bigger river than the Slaney. To cover the water efficiently, Chris has to get into it in body waders.
Damn it, he's gone.
You can't land them all, and it's encouraging to have at least hooked a fish. Chris now decides to change over to spinning gear to tackle the heavier water below the weir. He prefers the simplicity of a fixed spool reel. Otherwise, his tackle is very similar to the gear Frank used to catch his fish on the Slaney. The technique is the same too, a cast across and downstream. And he even uses the same pattern of Devon, the old favourite, the yellow belly.
Take him right down.
Take him right down, you're better off than to get him up around the corner. Get something up there and we ended up with nothing.
Perfectly fresh.
A great fish, so fresh run it still has the sea lice on it, the saltwater parasites that die in a day or two in fresh water.
See this down, right? down.
What?
You better leave him run and take him down. You're not going to get him back up there.
We'll try taking that.
Well, no, wait 1 second anyway. He's plenty to go up. Try and get him down if you can.
What?
Try and get him down if you can.
Taking that. Doesn't want to come down to us.
Yeah, try and get him down. I don't really want him to go up.
No.
We'll have to
You put him down, will you?
Yeah, he's dropping us down.
I stay up here, do I?
Yeah, give me a second. Come in now.
Huh?
Very good fish.
And this out. Take him off here.
Yeah, you can do that.
Good. That's a hell of a good fish to out. Huh?
Good one,
Thank you very
that.
much indeed. Thank you. Nice fish.
Spring fishing for salmon is not a branch of angling which offers much in the way of instant gratification. You have to stick at it through bitter cold days when nothing happens. But the prize, when things finally do go right, is our mighty fish, and a great sense that something difficult has been achieved.
Paddy, check again about that 18.
It's 18 pound.
How much?
18 pound. Just about.
You must have had some late.
A good fish, a fine fish.
Fine fish.
That's, what, 6 today, isn't it? Yes.
What weight were they?
11, 10, 10, 8, 11, and 18.
Right, I'll just have a little go.
That's
wonderful.
A winning combination.